I've come to a realization. There might be an audience out there who would actually watch horror versions of children's movies. So in this video, I'm going to put that theory to the test and see if I can give these movies a whole new terrifying life. I want the Garfield poster to be set inside his house. We all know Garfield loves food, but what if he craved more than just lasagna? Maybe he lures the people who delivers it inside his house. Okay, this might be considered cheating, but I'm just going to use generative fill to generate the rest of this light coming into the hallway. That actually looks quite realistic. And here's our scared pizza man. So let's drag him over to the door and blend him into the scene, a little blue tint. And he needs to be a bit darker. Perfect. Now let's give him some brand new legs. He needs some shadows under his shoes. And that should do the trick. For a cat that eats a lot of fast food, Garfield sure has an oddly clean floor. Let's fix that by adding some mess. Let's try and find a pizza box. Alright, this one has the right perspective. Wait, what does this say? The wife left half a pizza box. Oh. I've just noticed what's in it. Well, I'm using it anyway. Let's cut it out and place it down here. The perspective is a little off. This should fix it. Since the left side should be in shadow, let's adjust that. Feather the edge a bit, and add some shadows behind the folds of the box. But before I bore myself explaining that process, please enjoy this calming music while I do it. Alright, that's done. Now let's give it a slight blue tint and drop the exposure a bunch. Okay, that's looking good. Now, it's time for the main attraction. Before actually adding him to the scene, I want to create his shadow first. Let's fill him in black. And let's stretch the shadow all the way to the door. I want him to look as big and scary as possible. Now, I just need to blur it. I'm using field blur to make the part further away more blurred than the area closest to him. Now let's bring Garfield back into the picture. I want him to take up the entire right side of the poster. Yep, just like that. Since I need him facing the pizza guy, I kind of have to remove his eyes. Sorry, Garfield. Alright, that's done. Since he's in the foreground, I'm going to blur him a bit. That looks good. Now let's de-gingerize him a little. It's really coming together now, but the floor still looks a little plain. I think a couple of puddles of this red stuff would help. Also, I'm not seeing enough pizza, so let's scatter a few slices around. Alright, that's pretty much it. I'm keeping the original logo for this poster, but if I tweak the orange to a darkish red, yeah, that actually looks pretty creepy. To finish it off, I might use Liquify to make it look like it's dripping. And you know what that means, it's time to cue up that relaxing music. For the background of the poster, I'm using this picture of the landscape. Before we get to the fun part, let's sort the basic things out. First, with the image expanded, I need to remove this donkey and the guy over here. Sorry buddy, you're out. Now the trees and sky look way too cheerful for what I'm going for, so I'll drop the saturation and darken things a bit. Next up, I want to place the Lorax himself right here on the bridge. I want him to be walking across as if he's dramatically leaving behind whatever thing I'm about to add under the bridge in a minute. Let's shrink him down and position him right about here. Sorry, this isn't the most detailed model, but this was literally the only image I could find where he's walking from the side. Now, he just needs to be darkened a little. Alright, onto the bridge. I want to add a rope underneath it, but not just any rope. Yes, this type of rope. Let's place it nice and snug right here. Now, the person who's going to be attached to this rope, this guy here, the one who ruined the land and turned it into slop. Feels pretty fitting, doesn't it?
No.
Emotional.
Oh, damn!
He's sitting in there nice and snug. Now, I just need to use puppet warp to make it actually look like he's, you know, hanging from the rope. Okay, that's looking alright. I just need to move his shoes down a little so that it looks like they're suspended in the air. With this done, I'm also just going to darken him as there won't be much light under here. Now as a final touch, I want to put a vignette around it. This looks good enough. Finally, I can add the text. I'm not going to be using the original this time as I've found this font, which is rather fitting. So I want Lorax to be big down here, and then the "the" slightly smaller above it.